Sydney Simone. Thank you for joining us for NBC Local 33 News at 10. Well, we've been covering a shooting that took place at a Port Allen High School football game against Bruley. A man is dead following a shooting Friday night. Here's what it looked like. A very active scene. This is on the corner of Bluebonnet Boulevard. Well, in coming weeks, LSU fans will see more than one name on the basketball court. A woman's name after a vote from the LSU Board of Supervisors passes. You know, they say when it rains and the humidity makes your bones ache. At least that's what my grandma used to say.
Yeah.
Now, Wilson, the only Democrat running in this governor's race, the Lafayette native, has over 25 years of experience. Continuing coverage, Governor Jeff Landry is seeking a federal emergency disaster declaration to assist with recovery efforts in areas impacted by Hurricane Beryl. The fight over access to a commonly used abortion drug now making its way to the Supreme Court.
Any surprise guests that we can look forward to, or you want to give all the tea away?
I got a few guests.
Ashley, rain, go away. I know it's not here yet, but I'm putting it into the atmosphere because I know we have a lot of storms coming our way.
Oh, I never heard about that one.
Which one?
About washing clothes before the new year.
They say you want to, you don't want to wash on New Year's because it will wash away a family member. And then, but I also heard,
Wow. Okay.
Police are investigating a shooting that leaves one person dead and another injured. A Baton Rouge man faces second-degree murder for stabbing a man who allegedly sexually abused him. And right now we know an officer and a suspect has been shot. If we can keep rolling on this, it looks like they're going to do a press conference and give us some more information as to what happened here inside the shopping center along I-12. Can you tell us what happened here? The Black Chamber of Commerce was non-existent in North Baton Rouge, but over the last 4 years, the organization is striving to bridge the gap.
I haven't seen an ice cream truck in a long time.
I was going to say, the streets have been silent where I live. I remember you running in the house trying to grab $1 or find $1 and running back outside before the ice cream truck gets to the end of the street. Like, I feel like kids are missing out.
That's all for our broadcast tonight. We're back with you tomorrow at 9. Good evening, I'm Sydney Simone. You're watching Fox 44 News First at 9 Weekend Edition. Well, we begin tonight with your crime tracker. 2 people were shot and injured in Zachary last night. Police say it happened around 9 p.m. at the Meadow Grove subdivision. 2 victims, a man and woman, remain in the hospital. We're told both in critical condition, but the male victim is stable. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at numbers 225-344-STOP. And Baton Rouge Police wants you to know that when you do call the hotline, you can remain anonymous. Fox 44's Deshaun Johnson has more on why leaving a tip can be important. Great information, thanks, Deshaun. Well, class is back in session, which means law enforcement is increasing patrol in school zones to ensure your children are safe this year. With speeding and distracted driving being 2 of most common violations in school zones, Central Police Chief Roger Corcoran says their presence will be even more visible.
These children, they're more important than I was in a hurry. The last thing we want is a child being hit. Just please pay attention. School is in, summer's over, and let's pay attention to our children.
Breaking the law in a school zone will result in harsher punishments, including getting your license suspended and fines. Still speaking of school, experts shared the best ways parents can help kids adjust to their sleep schedule just in time for back-to-school season. One doctor says poor sleep can affect how children perform in class. Doctors also recommend not allowing kids to have ample screen time before going to sleep. That will help the brain get into periods of relaxation instead of stimulation. Supplements like melatonin can be helpful if they struggle to return to their normal sleep pattern, but experts say don't depend on melatonin, and you should check with the physician before you give them to your children. Meantime, the Red Cross recently declared a national emergency blood shortage. Donations have fallen as fewer people are donating blood daily. Currently, the blood center provides blood for about 35 hospitals, not including those smaller facilities in our area. Dr. Tim Peterson, who oversees the blood needs for Louisiana, stresses the importance of these donations.
Whether it's for trauma that occurs or surgeries that are taking place, whether they're, again, unexpected, accidental, plus also with chemotherapy and other treatments, we need a lot of blood daily for patients' use.
Peterson also says donations from young people decrease during the summer and winter months. Covering America, former President Trump's presidential campaign says some of its internal communications have been hacked. This comes after the digital newspaper Political started receiving emails from an anonymous account that included documents from inside Trump's operation. The campaign is blaming foreign sources hostile to the United States. A Trump campaign spokesperson says the goal of the foreign sources is to interfere with the 2024 election and sow chaos throughout a democratic process. The campaign blames Iranian hackers for the incident. And with 86 days to go till Election Day, many voters' minds are already made up, but campaigns are trying to figure out how they can pick up those remaining undecided and which path offers them the best possible chance to get those 270 electoral votes in November. Fox News correspondent Lucas Tomlinson reports. This is a video of Kaylee Timonat. She's on the left wearing neon green.
Basically, the school is saying that my dance moves were like inappropriate and vulgar. And in the video, one of my friends, they were dancing and I was behind her, like, you know, just having fun, hyping my friend up.
Timonat has been a dancer since age 2. She's also a student at Walker High School. On the night of September 30th, Timonat was enjoying what she thought was innocent fun at a non-school function after homecoming.
I was told that I was the only one in the video and that I had to be the example.
I was at the party myself, and I actually even watched the dancing.
The highlight of senior year quickly ruined when Timonat was called into the principal's office 3 days later for, quote, inappropriate dancing, that same type of dancing shown in this video of a school pep rally.
They saw a video and like that they were kind of ashamed of what I was doing and everything like that. I just started busting out crying.
Timonat is an outstanding student with many leadership roles and a prestigious scholarship. All of that is now on the line.
Since I have my name to so many different things at the school, that I had kind of like higher stipulations on what I can and cannot do.
Rachel Timonat, Kaylee's mom, says she was upset to learn that her daughter was sent to the principal's office.
A child is not going to defend themselves against an adult, especially your principal and your assistant principal.
Kaylee's mom says her daughter was also asked about her religion and forced to watch the video again.
Is this any type of religious-based school?
No, ma'am. This is a completely public school. I just know he's very strong in his faith. They were worried about my afterlife because I wasn't exactly fitting God's ideals. And Mr. St. Pierre printed me out some Bible verses.
But now, the 17-year-old left feeling distraught and embarrassed is getting some support. Kids at Walker High are wearing buttons to school saying, "Let the girl dance," and t-shirts to the football game.
Before they even saw that, they were ready to defend me because it wasn't a school-sanctioned event.
We reached out to Livingston Parish Public Schools for a comment. A spokesperson for the district emailed the statement saying the incident remains under investigation, and Kaylee's future still unknown.
Hearing that the best thing was taken away absolutely broke my heart. It was more than just a high school thing. That's my future on the line.
Sydney Simone, NBC Local 33 News.
We were walking him to the police car, and when we got in the driveway, he tried to pull away, still handcuffed, still restrained behind his back. He went down to the ground. We went down to the ground with him, and one of my supervisors punched him in the face multiple times.
You understand? You want to hurt your baby? Well, hurt you. You understand me?
At that point, that was excessive force. Should not have happened.
Sheriff Bobby Weber went on to say this all started when deputies responded to a domestic dispute in Perryville around 1:30 a.m. on October 8th.
When we were there, he resisted. We was able to safely get the child away from him, but the resisting continued.
When they arrived, Darren Ruggiero was seen holding his wife against the wall and a 1-year-old child in the other hand.
But he actually took a gun belt off of a deputy, and we had 3 deputies there at the time, more on the way, and we had to fight this guy.
Ruggiero was eventually placed in handcuffs. While being escorted to the car, he tried to pull away from deputies. Still restrained, Ruggiero was taken to the ground. That's when Seth Boudreaux, a deputy at the time, punched Ruggiero in the face, saying,
You want to hurt your baby? Well, hurt you.
It's important for us, for the transparency of our department, that when we find something that's wrong, that we can self-report. we can take care of these issues, and we can learn from it and move on.
Boudreaux was arrested on Wednesday, but since bonded out, Ruggiero remains in jail while awaiting a bond hearing. If it's one thing that makes the world go round, it's money. The currency holds weight because it has the power to control how we live and thrive in society.
One person just needs to take that step to be a light and an example to other people, and to see how the power of that dollar can transform some lives and transform a community.
And that one person is William Bates. He opened a suit shop called Master's Touch in North Baton Rouge. 3 years later, he bought the entire strip mall that storefront sits on. Bates believes there's power in the black dollar, and it starts with entrepreneurs.
We've been created to suit every man's fashionable need. We are here to enhance his image and make sure that whatever atmosphere he steps in, he's a game changer.
Williams says ownership is a word that can have a lasting impact on the black community. And a part of that means breaking generational curses.
You just weren't hearing ownership, own something. We were hearing, go get a job, get your degree, get a job, work for somebody. That's fine. But we were never hearing about the empowerment of you having creative ideas, creative inventions that you can utilize that will help you own something.
Michaela Bates, vice president of the North Baton Rouge Chamber of Commerce, says being your own boss leads to change and new opportunities for other people.
You're a business owner. You get more perks than a regular W-2 employee when it comes down to taxes. And so with that being said, you're able to keep more money in your pocket and less money away from Uncle Sam. And now that's more money for your family.
The realtor says seeing the value in black products and services means investing in your own neighborhood.
If I have something and somebody who doesn't look like me have the same thing, sometimes we think that that value is better than my value.
Lacey Sherman, the president of the North Baton Rouge Chamber, says she sees Baton Rouge as a land of opportunity. Sherman says to start your business scared and dare to be different.
Baton Rouge is a family-oriented city, and so a lot of families look for a place where they can think about sustainability.
And part of that sustainability is financial literacy.
Becoming a great steward of your money, knowing what to do when you get a lump sum of money, save it, invest it, pass it down.
Reporting in Baton Rouge, I'm Sydney Simone.